Hey there YouTube, if you're watching this you must have clicked on the wrong video. We got an old Chvey Venture van that the AC lines are leaking on it. There's one that we repaired a few years ago up here, if you can see there's a repair clamp there and one right here. This stuff here isn't leaking, it's just some of the adhesive that we use on these type of repairs. The kit that we use is this one from Dorman. The part number is 800-600, and here's some of the fittings that come with it. There's a special tool and you put those in and compress them down. We'll show you how to do that in a minute. You can see up here I took the clamp loose, but you can see the dye leaking out of the system. That clamp just holds all that salt and grime up in there and corrodes everything and made it start leaking. So what we're going to do is cut out a chunk and make a new one and splice it in. We're going to start by cutting it off with a little air saw. I'm going to probably repair it up in this area, but I'm going to just cut it off down here, so then we got room to play with, and we'll bend it down and cut it off nicer with the tubing cutter. Do the same thing on the other end of the line. Make sure you push any wires and other stuff out of the way so you don't cut into other junk. Now you can get a better look at the line where it was, even looks like it was rubbing a little bit in the clamp there. Wipe it down and see if we see anything real obvious. Just a bunch of corrosion in there, looks like. Here's the new line I made. It's actually one out of a Dodge Caravan that we saved and recycled. And you can see outside, see the rest of it laying there, but we had to replace one on a Caravan where we did the heat and air AC lines, and we found a good chunk that we could reuse on this vehicle. So I laid it in here. I'm gonna make a little mark so we know where to cut it off with the tubing cutter. And this one's gonna be pretty close. I'll just clean it up with the tubing cutter. The kit comes with some of this abrasive pad or whatever, like a Scotch-Brite. I want you to clean it up good on the ends.
Like that,
How's it going, Dave?
Thrown in while you're at it.
What's that?
That bucket taken care of.
Yeah, if you want to do that. After you get everything cleaned up, sand it up, and then use some brake cleaner or something to clean off any oily residue, you can slide your ends down. All these, let's see if we can better look at it here. Focus. Come on. There you go. It's got this step deal, and then it just has this ring that goes over it, and there's a special tool that pushes that down, and it just smashes the end of that down over the top of each other. I believe that's how some of the factory repair kits are. Almost forgot. Before we do that, some of this sealer. They want you to put some of that on there. It does make a difference because I've done it without it. I think this sealer, once it hardens up, it kind of fills in any little imperfections and stuff. And it gets pretty hard when it cures. Helps seal everything in. Okay, now we can slide our connections on just like that. And then right in your instructions they're showing you, they want you to put AC oil on every connection. Put a bunch of, and it does make a difference if you don't oil it, because I've had it ruin the connectors if they're not lubricated well. You're trying to push them together, it'll look like it's going, then all of a sudden it'll crimp over and ruin your fitting here. See if you can zoom out so you can see the tool now. Looks like that, and then there's the dies that go in. The little push fitting fits on there, and then there's rubber that goes over the top of the line and kind of snaps and holds it onto the line. This one down here a little bit so we get something to pry down on that one. We'll tweak it down just a smidge it so you can. It's pretty soft tubing, so we can bend her down and then we'll push it back up there one after we get it. Make sure your fitting is sitting good and tight all the way around both dies there. There's different spots you can hold on to the tool. I'm going to have to use like a ratcheting wrench. I don't think there's going to be enough room for a power tool to get up there. Make sure everything's pushed together and seated in there. You can drive her home. It's going to take me all day. Zoom in. Watch it go together. See, one side bottomed out, and you just keep on going until the other side bottoms out. Just like that. That's what it looks like when it's all done. And I just have to push the line back up in place a little bit since I had to tweak it down to get the tool on it. I'm not sure what happened to this one. When I crimped it down, there's a whole bunch sticking out here and none on that one, but this is your center. But the other side, you can see, turned out just fine. And we got it all laid up in there looking nice, just about as nice as the factory one. We'll give you a short tour of what's all in this AC repair line kit made by Dorman. You can see it comes with a bunch of 90-degree elbows, some different straight or threaded ones that have an O-ring, male and female ones. We got some other 90-degree pipe fittings. You can see these are the ones we just used in our video. And then you can see that's a picture of everything that's in here. Comes with a ratcheting tubing cutter, the sealer stuff, there's some tool lube. It does come with some repair, or the AC rubber hoses, like if you got one oddball one that blew out and the line's real expensive, you could repair it with one of these instead. And then like if you got a fitting, like where your gauges hook up, you can cut those out and replace those also. Dorman also does make a Terminator kit. They make these in about 5 different sizes. And you can see the part number for that one. And these work well also. So now we're just getting vacuuming the AC system down. We'll be getting ready to charge in just a minute here. We've got it running with the AC on right now, and it's not coming out any of our connections, so looks like she was a success. You can see there's some condensation on the low side line. Dorman just needs to make a exhaust